He aquí, vengo
This is
pronto.
what a crocodile sounds like.
Intergalactic beings of multi-dimensional realities. Welcome to channeling. Why, hello there. This is Gwen Juvenal, and you are now listening to Welcome to Channeling. It's been a long time since we chatted, my friends, and I hope you're still keeping up with all you need to do and enjoying your exploration in the many realms of you. We're going to step forward today, and I wanted to chat about many things before we step into welcoming this emerald green dragon into the world here. But first, let's talk about some very specific things to help prepare you. Welcome. As we step into this kind of soul play we will be doing with our very good friend Sandee, I wanted to make some comparisons between it and channeling. First of all, channeling and soul play are what I consider to be specific kinds of entering into or experiencing you yourself as the multidimensional, expansive being that you are. You are connecting to or opening to more information about yourself and the greater story that you are. As we move forward, I want you to recognize that before we started recording, we started by creating sacred space and grounding. When you enter into this kind of play, make sure to ground and be in a space where you feel protected, safe, and are being fed and feel nourished. If you don't, simply ask your guides or whoever is present to assist you in this. Another way that you may prepare is simply look up some of my soul play warm-ups or reboots, and they can assist you in preparing for a soul play like this. Soul play can show up in many forms, and this is a kind of journey experience that I step into with Sandee. When I create my CDs and albums of journeys, they are a little bit more formal in structure. But as you can see, in real life, as I sit with someone, we take the time to sit, to listen deeply, and find whatever message is there for us. In fact, this is an essential part of finding nourishment when you step into soul play. You bring this question of what is here for my own benefit and nourishment. When you get to a point where you are entering into something new, you may simply ask this question and then simply listen. I hope that you jump in and join with me and Sandee in this soul play. As you do, breathe. Try to enter into what this experience is. And when the time comes, when we talk about celebrating and welcoming in this emerald dragon with song, feel free to do so yourself. Wherever you are, go ahead and welcome in this energy of this emerald dragon into your life. See what it feels like within your body, being embodied within you. This is the part of the magic of soul play. I hope you enjoy as we enter into this journey. Go ahead, find some candles, light them, say a prayer of entry of sacred space for you. And now we will enter. Welcome, Sandee. All right, are you ready to lead this, Sandee? I will follow as best I can. Like you right now, there's so many that are willing to talk to me all the time. But I would love it if you would kind of walk us through and guide us and play.
As we said on my und, okay, the German is going to come through. This is just the way it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
We are allowing her to have voice today.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on my Zoom before, and the dragons came through because this is 2024, the year of the dragon, not just Chinese tradition dragon, but the year of the esoteric, energetic dragon as well. And many, 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 many before this year have felt this dragon energy coming through, have received their dragons as guides and so forth. But this is the year where that energy pops.
Mm-hmm.
In this now moment, don't know why we have a German coming through when we were talking about dragons. We're not sure if it's German or and so now they're letting me have my voice back. Thank you. I was just letting her roll, babe. So we have a black dragon. Stop already. We have a black dragon right now in the room.
Mm-hmm.
This is Scottish. And I was just checking to see if mine were here. Hang on. They're reminding me they're always here. When are we not?
Exactly.
I don't know if there is. So just let me adjust myself a minute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On they are saying yes. Yes, you both have your dragons with you.
Mm-hmm.
But yours are going to be quiet right now because that's not their job. Not their job to be.
Mm-hmm.
They are my companions. They are always with me, curled up in a corner, waiting to be called on at any moment's notice, any moment's notice. And they're always hungry. They're always waiting for a moment because the moment means they get to chow on those things that we don't like having around. That's their favorite food. They are the golden. They are the golden ones. They are twins. Can't say if they're male, female. They're just the twins. And they're always here. And sometimes when I feel fire, they're pushing it through me.
Mm.
So, in this now moment, we honor all dragons for the all. If we could see all the dragons that are on the planet right now, we would think we're being invaded. We have high frequency source energy beings who are just bringing that energy in like spades, and they're going to be really super duper out there helping people. And then you're going to be people more like myself who are a bit behind the scenes, and the dragons are assisting too, but you're not going to hear about it. I'm not going to see about it. We might peek out from behind the covers now and again and let you know what's going on, but we're not shouting about it yet. I'm going to make it a little bit at a time. Like today, she says, "Oh, about the dragons on Facebook. Dare I?" And then they showed me how to create a thing and put it on there and go, "Oh, see everybody?" Ooh. The little ones are here too. The pixies, the elementals
Aw.
are here too. They're just making me laugh because they're just like all over my head here. Um,
I feel like there's lots of baby dragons being born right now.
and it's not. Whew, that was a lot to come through. Um, so sometimes we lead by listening. Sometimes we lead by bringing out the best in others, and that's more my thing. So I am going to open up the floor for your dragon.
Oh, oh gosh. Nah. Thank you, Sandee Ra. He acknowledges you. And it is a he. He likes to present as a he. He's reminding me of something shared with me early about dragons, and I got to enter into a space. Wow. And I saw uh, how dragons were born and how a man dragon is a purifier and holds space so that the females may may birth life. Uh, what do you want me to say about that? He says, I am manyfold. I am manyfold. And we can. Is that time for it now? I'm here, I'll talking to him. He is ready and willing to show me something more about the space. So this is going to be challenging for me because, okay, no, it won't. Gwen, when you say that, that is just a marker that shows that you do not know how flexible and expansive and strong you are. Okay. All right. So where would you like me to say we are going? The space is often symbolized as a mountain. A mountain is often where this idea of the great dragon has its nest, its treasure. But this is on an etheric realm. And I feel like we're traveling through an opening towards like a big heart, a big center of dragons. And my eyes want to make this feel like a city. I mean, it feels almost like a city in some way. my eyes are trying to make it into a city like a human understands it, but he's showing me that this is on an ethereal level. If I came in here, I would see it's almost like this tissue, and the tissue is it's like it's has depth in it because there's life in it, and this life in it is all of these oh that's so weird. It's like many life forms forming and traveling within and through it. Like it's like and there are times when, of course, what's going on within the tissue comes out forward into the space, and the space is uh what's here in the center. There's different ways of seeing this. I see a man crossing a bridge to like a center. And sometimes it's first there was sense of there was a dragon there, then there was the tree of life, then it's just this kind of morphic home, this morphic thing that's there. As the man enters the center, it's like the terrain shifts for his comfort. Like now he's sitting in a landscape, and there's like a tree and a well, a pathway coming up to this spot. Sandee, are you able to see any of this? Are you connecting with any of this?
I started to connect to the man and the morphing, and he's like within this. It's like a picture. It's like a. It's like people within a picture. It's like that everything is, like you said, tissue, and it's organic, and
Mhm.
it's pulsing, and he's walking through that
Mhm.
down a path. The path is morphing. Um, I can't remember. It's like he has a destination in mind, so to speak. And that's I'm using that term loosely. And we're being shown this has like a greater meaning.
Mhm.
This man walking through every it's like everything on the energy on the planet, everything on the planet is constantly morphing, and a lot of us don't realize that we're walking through this tissue like membrane of time space continuums,
Mhm.
and all around us are these like pretend realities, right?
Mhm.
But the rest of us are every now and again dipping our toes into that other reality and seeing all this unfoldment, and we have no clue what's coming next, and yet we're manifesting as we walk down through the different membranes into these different paths,
Mhm.
and we're manifesting different paths, and we're going down different, and some are branching off, and there'll be this group that'll go down this path, right? And they'll be like let's go. We got to go down here because got this thing. Got this thing. We got to tell.
Mm.
We got to tell people about this thing, and we got to tell those people that are out there. Come on, here it is. And then you got these guys over here, like going, we didn't want to go down this path. We were forced down this path, and we didn't do it voluntarily. They made us go through the membrane. They made us, then you got the ones that like us that are going through there, and we are compelled to do it.
It's interesting as you say that. I see these people that say, oh, I was, what was that?
I get a headache from that. It's like, oh my gosh.
They
I felt
like,
here.
yeah. I see this man and there's like this little kind of creature. It almost feels like a Pikachu that's like his side buddy. It's hilarious. But anyways, it's like you're talking about this membrane and the opening up into these different spaces. And I feel that as we do this exploration, it's like we're calling to meet ourselves in a way, and the path opens. Like the path, it's like it just kind of opens and helps, it then manifests for us what's coming forward. And as you were speaking to, I saw the man walk onto the grass of this little island. This space is the space for us to be able to experience life, right? So we're able to hold a scene, a setting, a life, an experience within this space, and we enter into there, and the man enters and he sits down near the well, like there's a stone right next to the well, and then a woman just comes and sits opposite him. It's like these two people are sitting with each other, and there's this well in between them, and it's like I get this as like we knew that we were going to meet here. It's like there almost no words have to be said because they knew, like, okay, we're meant to meet each other. Like this gets to play out between the two of us, if that makes any sense. And um, I'm seeing the woman drop a rock down into the well. And I kept on wanting to hear like it hit water, but I'm not hearing it hit anything. I don't hear the sound of the plop, you know. It's like another sound. Um, I've gone through a well like this before. When I go through a well like this, it is it's like a tunnel through myself into a space um, beyond my identity, I guess you could say. Uh, you wanna take the leap, Sandee?
When she dropped the rock into the well, you were never going to hear a plop
Yeah,
because she dropped it into the eternal
yeah.
silence, the internal calm. It is calm. It is calming. I feel it calming me. Because I feel the calming of it.
Yeah.
It was the energy had been causing me to shake so much. I was just, not unsure. And then she dropped the rock, and I feel it calming,
Mhm.
calming. It's so calming. I want to be too quiet so you can't hear me. Um, it was keeps asking me to sit and sit and sit in that peace of that rock falling,
Mhm.
eternally falling, never really landing, never really falling. It's just there. And that well, it is this expansion we're talking about is the expansion. It's it feels like my body is trying to explode out of itself to expand that big. It's like it's asking me to really, and so I'm gonna, because she says it's okay. Don't have to expand all at once. I do the expanding a little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Heart can take it, but you gotta do it a little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Sit with it. You gotta take it at the pace that each molecule, we're the molecules, by the way. We're the molecule.
Mm-hmm.
Each of us is the molecule, and we're expanding, and we all have to do it at a pace that we're ready for.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we feel like we're not ready for it. You're taking it on too quick. um, I feel like I'm revisiting a year ago when I first got hit with this energy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was with 3, 4 beautiful individuals who were already high viber people, and their energy was so huge. I didn't think I could sit and hold the space for it, and I feel that now. I feel that is for our collective. I feel as though this expansion is going to feel like it's too much at times. It's going to feel like it's more than we can take.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us will need that rock. We'll need that rock to drop into the space of eternal and sit with it. It's the way some of us are going to be able to take the intensity of the expansion. And that's what's being shown to me right now through this.
That's so beautiful. Thank you, Sandee. That's amazing. I'm feeling the energy, even, we talk about it expanding even through, goes through my body and my system and even into my hands, like they're ever expanding. But part of how I've been able to be with that is almost this experience of the expansion is not just the body, it's the space. And the space goes beyond what I see as my body. And it's okay because it just keeps on going, like it's just natural. It's just simply natural and present and always here. It's the expansive nature of all that is. This is always present. Space, like always expanding according to life, exploring and being conscious of itself. Like it's always happening. It's always here. It's always here. It's always here. And it's like my hands are being reminded, just let go, just let go, just let go.
And I just want to become like this little kid that's just jumping
Yeah.
and doing all, this little kid that just has so much energy. Can you
Yeah. Isn't it
the little,
interesting how it
little kids
switches?
in school who are they're feeling it, and they're like, oh, and the parent and the students and the parents are like going, and kids are like going, but it's energy and it's expanding. Got it
Yeah.
for these kids that are doing their best, then they just can't hold it in because they just want to just boom. And it's just going boom, and then it's like the electrons and everything are just like hitting them, and it isn't just that that's hitting them. They got all the nards energies hitting them too. So they're getting hit here and then they're getting hit there. And it's like, bing, 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 bing. I don't know how come these kids.
I'm like, Sandee, you want to do a dance? I feel like we're going to be doing a Oompa Loompa dance or something here soon.
Yes,
Boom.
you're going to
Ah,
do
ah,
dance. And, and, and that's how they deal with releasing some of that energy. And then you just shake your body like this, and it just has to come through the body. So if teachers would just do some body work with these kids, like in the gym, instead of having them do calisthenics and just let them freaking run.
yeah, move.
Or if you want to tap into it and not have it be so erratic with the running and stuff, that creates issues. You can just stand there with the kids and have them do body movements. All right, everybody, we're going to do this body movement, and you got to do it with them. I want to tell you, it's really breaking up a lot of that tight energy that just got all in a ball in my body, and it was just like, that's going. Can't see my face, but I'm giving you the ers, and
Mm.
and it's just really, it's like all of it's just. And I got a direction before I started doing this from the dragons. They were just like right there on my shoulder, you know, and they were just like nudging me, and I'm like going, and they're like, come on, move, move. And so I said, oh, instead of sitting here and letting the ball build.
Well, it's so funny you say the ball build because right now what's appearing to me is actually now a golden egg of a dragon. That's what's visually, it feels like now here comes the egg. Like the stone was dropped and now here comes the egg, if
Yes,
that makes any sense.
it makes sense. Although for me, initially it was the stone dropped and brought the peace in, because
Yes. It,
because that collective energy was going to need that peace, that
yeah.
solid rock. And oh my gosh, we're talking about solid rock. We have, they're talking about the discernment's going to be our rock. The knowing who you are inside is going to be your rock. Your
Mm.
source of all that is, whatever you call it and however you determine it,
Mhm.
still what it is. It will be that solid core rock. Why I talked about that diamond core for years
Mhm.
before I even knew what it was. No, I didn't. Rewind, no. Knew about the diamond core for years before I started talking about it. And it became the truth of it that we have this diamond core. We
Yeah.
must align with it. People call it some kind of fancy word that has to do with alignment and all that, but I can never remember the name.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of people are talking about crystallization and other things like that. And but all of this is, I feel, an alchemic process. But right now, what I'm feeling is I'm seeing it as the egg in a nest. It's like
Mhm.
there's a sense of pride that I'm feeling. And it's okay, today there was a new dragon that I felt, and it was green, which I wasn't,
Ooh.
I wasn't, and is this having to do with the green dragon? Yeah, he's showing me the birth of the green dragon. He's
Yeah,
showing me, yeah.
Oh, that was just talked about today too.
Was it?
There was an emerald dragon that somebody was mentioning. The emerald dragon. I can't remember who. I'm like, my ears perked up. I said, emerald. Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's right. It's an emerald green dragon, and it's like he's really proud. This is like a proud papa. He's like, look at what's now come. Look what's coming to the world now. Oh.
The dragons out there, and they're all working for the one green dragon to be birthed. And what comes from that? Well, whatever the next thing will be.
Yeah, I'm just looking into the feeling of the sensation of this. Like even the egg in the shell itself, like when it's coming out, like there's something unique about the resonance within the egg that holds it itself. And that's it's like shot into a new tone, a new calibration, a new something.
Mm.
How interesting. And the materials are slightly uplifting. It feels almost like a combination of different metallic or elemental things combined that than has been before. Oh, how exciting. It's like I feel like these layers in the shell, which is kind of new.
Because
And
it's organic connected with the inorganic.
yeah, and there's like this on the inside of it, there's this it's so like the inner lining is like sweet, and I don't even know how to explain it. It's like
Like a
spongy, and um I don't know how to it's alive. It's like an organ almost. It's a tissue.
oh,
And
we're birthing another tissue. Oh my gosh.
I'm like feeling like it's another tissue. Wow. Like it's
A
tissue
whole other
and
layer of what we're going through now, a whole nother layer. The,
mm,
the organic and inorganic intermix, and it will be unlike anything we've experienced in our
it's so alive. It's so vibrant. It's like flexing and moving all the time. It's so fabulous. Wow.
and not going to be static and
It's not static. It doesn't have the kind of quote unquote armor that dragons are like it's not the same thing. This is like this living, flexing life. So cool. Lovely to meet you. And it's so interesting because when I look at this dragon, the first thing I think is it's like a red jewel or red eye. It's like but then I see the two eyes. How interesting. It can show itself in different forms. It's saying it shows up in different forms. But it's so funny. I'm watching it. It's like it's showing off to me. Um it's like it's almost like it's showing me illustrations of people. Okay, what is it that it's trying to tell me? It's like a story. It's like the dragon falling down into the earth. It's like, okay, it claimed the body of the feminine, okay? Like this feminine is of the earth, of the mother earth. It claimed the body feminine, and it's like it dived deep into the ocean and died in a way. Like it dived down and it claimed what happened there in the ocean. What happened there? This feels like a new legend or something. Um,
This is a reforming of that which has occurred before.
Yeah. I'm like watching it, something about a mothering and a baby. I felt a lot about mothers and wanting to raise children a lot lately, but
Mhm.
it's not coming through quite clear. I'm seeing this story of a mother raising a child and like something happens. It's like she offers up the child in some for some reason. Um, she offers up the child to become an angel, to have wings. Okay. Um, I don't know why.
But the children with wings, we called them dragons.
Oh, is that right?
We did not necessarily call them angels. Guardians.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the legend of the dragon and the legend of the angels, I feel like this intertwining of knowing.
Hmm.
It's like two stories, same occurrence.
Hmm.
There's like a
It's there's a sense almost that as she offers up the child, it's almost like the child lifts the land with it. Like it's going to purify the land if she offers, like it's going to raise everything with it, like as it flies up, as it ascends, if that makes any sense. There's this weird sensation that it's like because now it's tied to the earth because it has body form. As it ascends to, I mean, that the land ascends to. Does that make sense?
absolutely. It ties to some of the plasma apocalypse information out there. But it's also tying some of the other there's a good deal of ancient things that are rising now in what we're talking about. The thing is, the plasma apocalypse, there's an explanation for it, and there's a well known explanation by some of the researchers out there.
Mhm.
Ever, this ascension process, which of course trying to be hijacked, has been hijacked, blah, blah, blah. There is a element to that where I don't say, well, this person's right and this person's research right. I'm like going, there's an element that none of them are seeing. None of them are. Are we tapping into some of that now? I cannot say, but it feels that way. So, because I can't prove it, I don't have research. I don't have words. I don't have, doesn't matter.
I want to hear what you feel you're saying because right now I'm feeling into this and it's just because we entered into the wow and we went deep. Like I feel this connected deep, 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 deep.
Deeply into the energy of mother, but it's also strongly connected to father son.
Mm-hmm.
So the two have interacted before in massive ways, in
Mm-hmm.
strange beings, dragons, giants, the whole zombies, the whole wax, the earth going bonkers.
Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, keep it then. And I'm just super excited that we're getting in touch with this green dragon right now. Um,
Emerald dragon, the emerald.
Emerald dragon. Yeah, she's beautiful. Oh my goodness. so much life. So we're talking about the depth of what's being connected to right now. It feels like, okay, this is what's coming, is that she has been born through the womb of the mother. That's what's unique, is that the mother is now a part of that, has entered into the shell. It's like, so the tissue is different. It's as if now the presence of the flesh, I would say matrix, but that's not exactly the right word, is present within the body itself. So there's less separation. That's what it feels like.
Could this be the birthing of New Earth?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me, but I'm not going to make the assumption. I go by what I feel.
Yeah.
And New Earth, see, New Earth will have many different aspects of itself being born.
Mhm.
So we are seeing one aspect of that. Others have theirs as well. To dive in truly deeply, to know within the very center of our tiny heart, is to know that New Earth isn't just one particular perspective, one particular thing. Ours is an element of that being shown to us, but there will be more. It's like the tapestry is being woven, and many have already woven into that tapestry, and we're weaving some more into it with this dragon energy.
Mm-hmm.
The birthing of it. This is the dragon year, the year of the infinite
Mm-hmm.
action, the year of where stories can be told all you want, but you must know within yourself what aspect of that is your truth
Mm-hmm.
to be discerned. It will no longer be way showers know it all and follow them with oh, isn't this fun? That's no longer true. That there will be those who will try and continue to try, and some of us, even like myself, will occasionally slip backwards and try and go, oops, that doesn't work. But we are going to be, and of course the nards out there will, you know,
What is NARDS?
mm, the nefarious ones.
Okay.
All the different nefarious, and I just call them all nards. They're all nards to me.
It's too bad because I love nerds.
Nard,
But
you got, and then those are the nefarious controlling ones, the ones that will are going to every length to try to pull us off, to try to stop Gaia. Ha ha ha! Funny, funny, funny. Really, you think you can do that? And
well,
those that
the new Earth is
drop it off
here.
and
It's
just
not.
make a mess of it while they're doing it.
Um, I'm feeling the presence of this green dragon, and I'm asking what would you like to share with us? What can we see or understand here for our benefit?
Words aren't going to matter.
Yeah, I'm feeling a message, and if anyone at any time listens to this, you will feel your own message. Um, that rings true because you'll feel it. This feels so heart centered. Like I'm feeling this dragon like in my heart, like not my heart center, my heart chakra center. So all across my chest. Um, and it's for me, it's uh it's hard for me to interpret this. It was telling me about number one, like be careful what you bring in here. But then it was saying, but I also have the power to this cavity or cave, which abides here, that it may be infused, the walls of it may be infused almost with a certain material of alignments that it's actually protective, that anything that would want to do harm, it's not going to come into the rest of your body. That it can be taken care of here, but there's something here. It feels almost like, yeah, like something, a creature is like forming here in my heart cavity. This is so interesting. Okay, well, what's going on here? I see this big eye, like it's trying to, okay. And that eye, then now I feel it in like it surpasses, it's in different places through space time, like it's also like deep in space. It's this intelligence, an eye. Okay, eye. It's like it sees it has a vast view. Wow. What's coming with you, Sandee?
I'm heeding the words of be careful what you bring in here.
Mhm.
It has been in the last 24 hours, someone too was saying they're not using a lot of words because of what they would be bringing in.
Mhm.
And I feel that that was given, yeah, like that all. I also felt the expansiveness of third eye. Only
Mm.
this is the universal third eye and seeing all, right? And it's saying, I see you. I see,
Mhm.
I see, and I say it's not going to be about say, it's going to be about see. For those who are going to continue to evolve in our ascension process, we'll see more, not say so much, but we'll be saying, but not through mouth, be
Mm.
not necessarily through words. We may project visions on one another, as well as telepathics. Um,
Mm.
those who are already ready or already doing this many more of us are going to come online with that. I know I'm beginning to. Many more will come online. If I'm coming online, I'm usually pretty sure other people are out there doing it too that have not done before.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't just pie in the sky fantasy. There will be a split between the pie in the sky fantasy like people, like what we've been called, with those who have to have it factual, that have to have it touchy feely. You can see it, it's right here thing. There will be a bifurcation that's continuing between those. You see, there's always been a bifurcation between the nards and the not nards. Now within the not nards is another bifurcation, as those who must have proof of their experience and those who trust and faith in the experience in itself will continue to evolve.
I feel like many of those people who must have that physical experience, a lot of them are actually dying because a lot of them are an older generation, but there still are some younger generation who are like that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of it is tied to their traumas and their need to be heard and seen and known and believed.
Yeah.
It's all tied to this huge ass storyline,
and I walked through that storyline. I still feel some tie to it. I still feel some tie to that a little bit.
Yes.
It's taken me a lot to overcome in order to actually step into channeling officially in my life. Like, that was big. And even more stretch. Do a crazy fun time with Sandee.
I'm not going to see my unusual good time.
Way howdy, howdy ho. I think that's a combination of cowboy and American Indian sung together. I think that's a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a ride on the Emerald wagon any day.
Yeah. Well, it's good to laugh. It's good to feel this energy.
let him.
It feels like as I breathe and I laugh and I with this, it's the energy of this kind of the movement. It's almost like feels almost like I'm wearing a sequin fabric or something. It's like all this glitter and this stuff is happening. In the movement. It's quite fantabulous. Do we want to sing for the third timer?
What was that?
Do we want to sing to the Emerald Dragon?
Sing.
Welcome it in.
Let's bring in the singers. I gotta set aside these other characters. Hello, characters. You go over there and dance while the singers come in. Yeah, I feel like Robin Williams suddenly.
I can see that. Unfortunately, the way the mics were set up didn't capture our singing, and so I will sing for the Green Dragon. Feel free to join in and sing along, or make up your own song. Feel the Green Dragon, its presence, and sing a song of welcome of it into your life and the magic that it will bring. Ooh, you, ooh, oh, you, oh, ooh, ah, ooh, you, ooh, oh, way. Ooh, you, ooh, oh, ha, ooh he ooh ha way. Ooh he ooh ha ooh he ooh ha ooh ha, ooh he ooh away. Ooh he ooh oh he oh ooh ha, ooh he ooh away. Yeah, oh, 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 way. Oh, 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 way, oh, way, oh, way. Hiu hao hiu ho hiu ho hiu hao way. Hiu hiu hao hiu ho hiu ho hiu hao way. Ai way. Ai way. Ewali, ewali, alaway. Ewali, ewali, alaway. Ewali, ewali, alaway. Awali, awali, alaway, alaway. Oh, so you're singing. It was so sweet. I felt the man and the woman hugging.
Did you miss it?
Did I miss it behind you?
Plant was moving without anything touching it.
Was that what was happening? Because I knew it was moving. Oh, I'm feeling this green, this emerald, just like, it's spreading down into my solar plexus and maybe it'll continue to spread.
Let's see. Glorious.
Oh, I'm feeling the American Indians are enjoying this process. I'm imagining like it's almost like I'm planting a big egg into the earth too. It's like this is an offering. Beautiful. Well, thank you very much. It's like the sense of those American Indians is like it's like they were bringing it in and almost like now it's a part of their legend, you know? It was kind of this interesting. Now this energy is a part of their new way, you know, their path. It was really sweet to feel that. Uh, and it will be felt in the eagle's wings in the American tradition, or in the Native American tradition. Oh, how interesting. Wow, isn't that fabulous?
This was so fun. I feel so chill.
Okay, well, awesome. I'm feeling great too. How would you like to end our lovely play?
Oh, I love birds in the sky, limbs on the trees, and puppies and bees. And I love Gwenny too.
That was a perfect song.
Massively expansive pleasure. In the green room.
In the green room.
It can only happen in the green room.
Oh my gosh, what's coming to mind is a song that I did with a friend. It's called In the Bedroom, but now I can sing in the green room. Oh, boy, siree, in the green room. Sandee was waiting for me.
The interesting thing is the green room is a bedroom.
There we go. Oh, I love it. I could use that for the emerald, right? In the green room, Emerald Dragon was waiting for me. There we go.
Green room and Emerald Dragon was waiting for me. That is a new song.
There you go.
It will be on the top 10.
I think we've got a hit. Even the plant.
I mean, seriously, the green room, the green plant, the green dragon.
Yeah, no, thank you all who were here today. And the point is when we do this, we get to enter in and be determined that we get to find nourishment for ourselves.
Yes, you must nourish along the path. Why would you take a 10,000-mile hike without nourishment?
Yeah.
Does that make
Recognize the nourishment. Recognize the nourishment. Always recognize the nourishment. This was a nourishment, and thank you all who have been here and in support. And we will open up this play another day. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Oh.
Woohoo! Click the link below to receive your very own free soul play meditation, reboot, or soul song. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Welcome to Channeling. Till the next episode, own your stage and play on. Hot Muffin Media.